and welcome back to my corner of the internet. Today I'm doing a collab video with the very beautiful, very funny Kaye. I'm going to link her channel down below. And this past month I've had the opportunity to collab with so many of you awesome YouTubers, and I feel so blessed. And the only thing I wish is that you all lived closer so we could do it in person. That would be so amazing. But for now, this will do. So anyway, Kaye and I wanted to do some sort of back to school videos. So the one that I thought I would do is kind of a video talking about things I wish I had known when I was in school, especially like high school, maybe even college a bit, but mostly high school. Because of course, as time passes, we learn things that we didn't know when we were teenagers, and just looking back, there are just some things I wish I had known. So let's just get right into it. The first thing I wish I had known is that while it is so important to try your hardest and do your absolute best, the flip side of that is that a lot of it doesn't really matter in the long run. And what I mean by that is, of course, you know, study, do the work, put in the effort. But if there's things that, you know, you don't get grades as high as you want, or you know, you're not as good at certain subjects as you wish you could be, that's okay. You don't have to be perfect at everything. Don't stress yourself out too much for things that just in the long run aren't going to matter. I used to spend so much time stressing out about the marks that I got. If I was going to do all right. For myself personally, I have always struggled with math. I can't do it. Even to this day, my brain is just not wired in the way that it has to be able to process numbers. I just can't do it. And in high school, especially in my final year in grade 12, I tried so hard. I used to go for help every day after school. I would go to the math teacher. He would sit with me for an hour or 2 hours, and we would go over the things that I had learned in class, and he would try to help me, and I just couldn't. When the finals came around, I wrote the exam, and I know, though he never said it, I know that I got a pity pass. He gave me the lowest possible mark that he could, while still being a pass. And I remember him asking me, what is it that you want to do after high school? And you know, I told him I want to be a writer. He's like, so you're not gonna be doing anything with math? And I said no, and he said okay. And I knew that was when he decided he was gonna give me that push so that I could just carry on. And for a long time I got really down on myself because I couldn't figure it out. But you know, here I am many years later, and it just doesn't matter. You know, there's so much stress and so much thought and just getting down on myself for something that has had no impact on my life. Another thing that kind of goes towards is with friendships and relationships in high school. I mean, friendships and relationships in general are so important, but everything when you're so young like that feels like the end of the world. There are so many situations now that I can look back on and kind of laugh about that at the time felt like the end of the world. So I wish I had just known to kind of relax a little, take everything as it comes, and not everything is as bad as it seems. Next thing I wish I had known when I was in high school is that getting in with the right sort of friends isn't as important as getting in with good friends. And I was lucky in that I had so many really good friends, and I had friends kind of in all different places throughout the school. And the big thing for me was I moved around a lot, and so I quickly became very good at making friends because you kind of had to, or else it would be extremely lonely. And yeah, I just don't worry about the social standings of these friends you're making, and just find the people who make you feel good and who you feel like you fit in with. And that's so important. And not to give too much thought to what other people think of these people and things like that, because again, it's not that important. Another thing, and this is something I have, my daughter recently started grade 7, so she's in her first year of junior high, and one thing I really wanted to drive home to her was to get involved with everything and anything that interests you. If there's a club or a group and it catches your attention and you think it's something you might be interested, go join it, go try it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But give it a try. You might find something that you're so passionate about that you didn't even realize how good you were at it or how deep that passion ran. And so yeah, and that's another way to find, like we just mentioned there, the people. Joining the clubs, you'll find the people who are like you and who enjoy the things you do. So unashamed, unabashedly, get in there, do whatever you want. Like, don't worry about, oh, I can't join this because what'll this friend think, or I can't try that. You know, someone might think that it's silly or foolish or stupid. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Just find the things that make you feel good and do them. Find the people that make you feel good and be with them. A quote I love says, let your weird light shine bright so the other weirdos know where to find you. And that's something that I've always loved. And another thing, I've always been very quiet in school, very quiet. Not shy particularly, just quiet. And for me, like small talk, things like that, it's just never come easy for me. So one thing, especially with moving around a lot and having to make new friends, is a smile will go a long way. I moved to a new school. Of course, being the new kid, there's always, you know, people are always a little curious about you. And I just kind of be there and smiling at people, and it just, you know, it makes you seem more approachable. So if you're finding that you're moving a lot, I feel your pain, and just be open is probably one of the most important things. Be open to whoever and whatever. You know, you don't have to, if you don't just stick with a thing or a person, if you know, try it out and decide it's not right for you, that's okay, but try. And, you know, just be yourself. Always be yourself. And that is one of the hardest things to do in high school, I know. But just try. And remember, all the things that seem so big right now won't seem so big down the road. So that's all I've got for today, you guys. Don't forget to check out Kaye's channel. Link will be down below. If you head over there, please tell her that I sent you. And I will see you guys all on Wednesday with another book talk video. Bye, guys.